Hi, my name is Steve Pearl, and I'm here to give you the tip of the day for PMF Bancorp. What is the difference between a factoring company and a bank? Well, I've taken the liberty of writing something in advance. A factoring company is interested in the future, and a bank is interested in history or the past, so I wrote historical. What does that mean? A bank really looks at 3 years of financials going back, and they want to see what a business has done in the past in order sort of to get an idea of what you're going to do in the future. But we know the past doesn't really dictate the future. A factoring company is lending on receivables that are generated today and in the future, so they're looking at not only invoices but POs moving forward, inventory moving forward. So a factoring company is looking at the future. So that's the main first difference between a bank and a factoring company. So I'll write bank above historical, and I'll write factoring company above future. The next point is what they need. A bank requires typically cash flow analysis. It requires debt to equity ratios. It requires certain levels of equity. It requires many things like personal credit. All of these items are very important to a bank because they're evaluating everything on a matrix. A factoring company has some of those elements, but the main thing that the factoring company is going to be looking for is the quality of the invoices. So instead of cash flow, debt, personal credit, factoring company is going to be looking for quality, and I'll put Q, invoices. Because quality of invoices are really what a factoring company is looking for. The third point that really makes up the main difference between a bank and a factoring company is the speed to lending. So the speed at which a bank lends is typically on the order of a month, maybe 2 months, maybe more. Now, I'll put 1 to 2 months, but there are exceptions. If you have a small loan, they may be able to process it in a few weeks. But with a factoring company, whether the loan is big or small, it's typically 1 to 3 days. Maybe a little longer if it's more complicated with more accounts. But I'll put down 3 days. This is typical for factoring companies. So the speed to lending, in most cases, is very important to small business when they need working capital. So these are the main points that I consider the substantial differences between a factoring company and a bank. Thank you for listening to PMF Bancorp. Visit us at pmfbancorp.com or call us.